This is Sarah, and over the weekend I worked on the pattern for my protective yellow blanky Kakumaki using this guy as a tool to help me figure out the size and proportion and everything. I went ahead and made miniature versions of my Kakumaki, using the actual fabric that I intend to make it out of. I knew it was going to more or less be a circle with the different pie slices cut out of it. What I needed to figure out was what the size of my pie slices needed to be, how many I needed, and how to attach that hood at the top where the head hole is. So this first version that I made is 3 pieces. The one in the back is a complete half circle, and then the 2 slices in the front are not quite a quarter. It looks like it lays pretty decently in front, but if I flip the thing around to address the back, there's sort of this big fin that happens, and that's because there's too much fabric and it doesn't have any place to go, so it just sort of collapses and then flops over in on itself. The reason I wish to avoid this is because in the design of my Kakumaki, I want to have these ribs all the way down the length of the entire thing. They're going to be stuffed to keep the appearance of the garment looking kind of like a quilt, but since they are going to be stuffed, they'll be a little bit stiff, and I'm afraid that rigidity is going to prevent all of this extra material from collapsing in a way that looks natural. The last thing I want is for this whole thing to look like a funnel once I have it on. So for my second version, I shrunk that bottom back piece down considerably. The thing I did do is add sort of a slope or gradation where the head hole is so that the hood attaches in a little bit more natural fashion. It appears roughly the same in the front. There's less overlap on the sides, and in the back, that fin is pretty much entirely gone, but there's still enough that you get the sense that it's a cape. As for the hood, it kind of bows out on the sides and then comes down. I might extend the length of this piece right here where it connects at the collar, but other than that, the shape at the top and how it kind of hangs down over the eyes, I dig that, so I'm keeping it. As far as length goes, the hands are concealed on the doll, so I think that the length is pretty spot on. So it seems like this is what I'm going to go with, this pattern, the second one. Now that I have a better idea what the pattern is going to be, I'm still not ready to commit to cutting my nice yellow honey-colored fabric, so I'm going to take some old bed sheets, some jersey knit bed sheets that have roughly the same weight and stretchiness to them, and I'm going to cut them up and make a full-sized garment that I can try on and see if my theory on how the fabric is going to drape actually works the way I think it ought to. So thank you, wooden posy doll, for helping me with figuring out my my pattern. Enjoy your week.